Alright, back in the parts room. Prepped up, got gauges and copper tubing for the oil pressure gauge that I'll be using here, so the plastic one. Gauges here. So we got our positives. I'm assuming the blacks are the negatives. We got our water temp, your different bulb colors, the capillary tube, which I'm going to use this instead, and I guess same fittings as well as some adapters. Cool, and it comes with a grommet. And some hardware. So back at the car again, read the instructions, and seems I think I'll be planning to drill possibly 2 holes, just so I can get a grommet on each of the things I need. Because mainly I know I need water temp and oil pressure. So using, I don't know if you can see this, there's a ground right here, a little ground wire. There you go. I'm gonna use that as reference because I can see that from the other side. Probably gonna drill on the left side, the hole for the water temp, and then the other side for oil pressure. Obviously, I'm just gonna use the water temp probably in place of the old one, the old sending unit. May do the same for the current oil pressure as well. I was told there were other, where is it? There it is, right there. That little spot right there. I heard there was other spots like somewhere down by the oil filter, I mean. I'm not sure if I really want to go through that. I may see if I could get the fitting to fit that. Just use the ones on top, make it easy, and then just make the original gauges just not work. So first up, I'm going to do the hole for the oil pressure. Instructions, come on. Instructions say I should go for 3/8 hole. I'm going to put a little grommet in that for the capillary. And then recommend 7/8 for the water temperature tube. So let's do that. I'm going to put this on here and just drill those out. Okay, so under the dash. You're currently right in front of the accelerator pedal. So here's the ground that I saw earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and drill a hole on the right for water temp, and on the left here for oil pressure, little capillary tube, or down here, either one. But I'll probably do one on the right and one on the left. There we go. Should be 3/8 hole. Plan is a plan. Just gonna go forward with it. I want to go like right here, a little higher up. Yeah, sure, why not? Come on, don't travel on me. It's a little hard to do here, I'm trying to get to the very base of this tree. Just like that. There we go. Cool. Didn't damage anything on the other side. Hopefully not. And there we go. The 2 holes that I planned out. So I'm going to have a grommet for each one. One for the capillary tube, and then one for the water temp tube. Should go from there. REM Automotive Parts. So that's where I got the insulation for the firewall right here. Say hello. And luckily came with the little rubber insert pieces. I fasten it in there. So right now I'm probably just going to punch out all the holes for all the stuff. So this side where the jute we'll be sitting, we'll be facing towards the firewall. And this is what we'll be seeing. So if I got this right, just for the steering column. Ooh, the mounting that goes over the steering column. Okay. I think this is where the, either one of these, I forget which one. Probably the fuse box. So, it's only these holes. I'm assuming we gotta go pop out, and here's where the heater core blower is gonna be. Just like I said, it's from REM. Took 2 to 3 weeks for them to make, so they make it as you order. So it's gonna take a while. Although a lot of these you can just punch out. Seems the bigger ones you might have to cut. Nice. And everything else just felt good. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this piece out as well. Everything else will come out, makes room. This one I can do by hand. And here we are. It's about ready to go in the car. So just remember before putting in the insulation, definitely need to vacuum up the rest of this mess here because I did drill some holes and a little bit of metal shards in places, so this carpet needs cleaned up again. But almost forgot, I still need to take this out. You know, take both sides out, vacuum up whatever debris is sitting on the inside, and then I will probably put the grommets on, figure out where the holes are at so I could run the gauges in here, and then I'll hopefully get the jute right back on. May have to pull back the carpet here. We'll see, especially the accelerator pedal. What we're looking at here. Come on, focus. Come on. There we go. It's about an inch. It's a 5/16. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hoping I'm not opening up like a can of worms here. This looks like it's like foamed. There we go. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Looks like there was some kind of silicone foam material here. And then now I could go vacuum whatever was inside there. Here's what it looks like from the front. Here, 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 here. Back. Just looks like that. You can see where sealant or silicone or whatever it was applied. Obviously the door opens here, so my guess is that these clips right here are for the kick plate that mounts over all of it. So under the driver's side right here, I tried to take it apart, and I guess you sort of need to either take the parking brake assembly out or maybe the cable. This isn't screwed in like the other one, so this is welded right in there. So I can't really take much out of, like, there's just no clearance. It's hitting the cable here. This won't come out. So I think just to get things done, I'm just gonna put it back together and then go ahead and clean the passenger side. I couldn't quite show you a before, but show you an after. There you go. That way you could clear up all the gunk that was sitting in there. Just a little bit more I could vacuum out. But unfortunately I can't do the other side unless I take the fender off, which I'm not going to be doing probably sometime in the future when I need to, so at least one of them will be clean. That'll be good. Okay, so cleaned all that up. Debating on putting that when I want to put that back then, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the carpet just to see what's under there, because I did see already right here a little bit of rust forming right in the floor. So that way I could go ahead and pull out the old radio stuff, get the wires out once I get this pulled up, and I'm gonna take care of the rust. Time to pull up the carpet. Ooh. See, he's stuck like another layer. And unfortunately, there's some rusty moisture. So the batteries ran out, so I had to go charge it again. But I went ahead and pulled out the rest of the carpet along with the, these are sound deadening mats maybe? They're pretty thin though. Almost got like a rubbery-ish type of texture, but here's all the carpet all rolled up, all the mats, pulled them separated from the carpet here. It turns out what we have here is not too bad. Still glad we did, because there was moisture and water. I was trying to clean up the wet spot. It was all puddling up right here. A little bit over there too, but a lot of it's just debris at this point. So I'm going to go give it a good vacuum. Clean it up. Oh, there's a lot over there too. Give it a good vacuum. Take a look. Eventually, take a look at the carpet that I have, because I have a brand new. Oh, come on, focus. Have a brand new set of carpet just for this car. So since I already tore that old one out, I might as well just put the new one in. So the accelerator pedal hinges on two little ball sockets that just pop right on there. And I was wondering what held this against the pad. Turns out it's not held by anything. It's just a surface which just pushes against that surface, and so it just hinges like that. Pretty neat. It's not as comfy without the carpet. Get that out. is a nice day today. But, gotta get back to work. Just like I said before, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can put this in after I went ahead yesterday and took out all the carpet. So, now it's about pretty bare. Cleaned up all the rust, try to grind it out, give it that old Rust-Oleum treatment. I do have the seat belts need removing. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can put up the jute insulation so I know where to put the new holes so I can get the gauges in. So I'm making my mind which one I want to do first. So I was only able to get the ends off there, but the two here in the middle, I cannot get those things apart. The dang bolts are just too flat, too smooth, concave. The angle at which you go at this, yeah, keep hitting stuff in the way. So I'm gonna just leave those in here and then clean up the rest and go from there. Okay, so here's my insulation right here for the firewall. And for the most part, yeah, 75% of it's pretty easy. You just gotta line it up with the holes, put this rubber thing in. But right here is where it starts to get difficult. And so what I discovered is that, generally speaking, when you put this in, you sort of assume that the steering column and the parking brake and probably the fuse box, it's usually out, so you place it in, then you push all the parts over it. So since this is not the case, I'm going to try to slip this around and over it. So what I'm thinking about doing, ignore the shadow, possibly like cutting a slot here, one here for the fuse box, and then cutting this all the way a little higher, almost maybe actually really up to here, or the halfway point. And that way I could slip the other end around, up, over, and around, and then just wrap it around. And that will do perfectly just fine. I'm going to do maybe some slots for some of these holes, because this is assuming that the wiring, I think this is a speedometer cable. I could probably pull that, push it all the way out, put this on, then pull it all the way through. I could probably do that. But some wiring I just don't plan on unplugging, so I might cut a slot here from the top to the side, and then just floss it through, and that'll work just fine. Same goes for this right here. I think this is one of the other wires and cables, because the parking brake, you can't really see. How about from down here? Oh, terrible. There we go. Yeah, you got the there are two bolt holes that bolts the parking brake in. Oh my god, it's terrible. Come on. Okay, so here are the modifications that I basically had to do. So for the main steering column, cut the slot right there, cut a slot right here, one up top here, one down here, and then for the parking brake, this one's going to be a little tough one. I sort of guessed, cut a little curve around here, because this will go slip over and around in there. Hope I didn't cut too much, but whatever, it's gonna happen. Mistakes will be made. But I'm gonna try to slip it on from here. Okay, so far so good. I'm getting the hard part out of the way. So after getting those cuts modified in there, I was able to slip it around everything. And that was quite difficult, but doable. Had to reroute some stuff. Oop. Got that lower area wrapped around there. So far it's fitting pretty good, so yeah, I had to cut some extra pieces off, or not off, but cut it up a bit, but it should work. I need to make a little slot from that little hole for the accelerator pedal. You'll see that. And then I'll just kind of simply put the little rubber bits and just get it on there. And then once I do that, I will try to drill some holes, probably just some really small holes for the gauges and the stuff with those new holes I drilled through the wall. So basically there's nothing left to do but to get this thing in. So, and for the most part, it's really close. It's not perfect. It's okay. You push that in. Push this in. Probably pushing it in is probably going to be very hard. Oh, yep. So getting that plug in was a lot harder than I thought. And so a little trick that I'm not too sure if you're supposed to do this, because I thought you're supposed to just push it in. Well, this thing likes to buckle when you push. It likes to, maybe how long it is. So a little trick is I got like an Allen key that fit right into the hole. And so when I pushed, it actually pushed the head into the hole a lot faster without having this buckle up. So maybe you're supposed to use a specific tool, I don't know, but just get a nice, pretty smooth fitting head and you should be just fine. And after a bit of a struggle, we finally got the, for the most part, that shouldn't be sagging, but the insulation is in. Getting these rubber plugs was very difficult. Ooh, especially that last one down in there, if you could even see it. It's hiding right there, but there we go, she's in. So from the outside, if I got this correct, you'll have one here, two right there, one right behind the distributor, and then get my light back there. One hidden away right there. Yep. Here, whoop, there it is. If there's any more, then I may have missed it. I do not know where any more of them go. So, moving on. So since I'm going to remove the voltage, well, also I'm going to remove all of them. This one is oil pressure. Think about it, but I'm going to probably put an AFR gauge in the third position because basically all I care about. Let's see here. Okay, so the kit comes with two little female ends. I usually would go to that. So, right here. This one's the temperature one. Hopefully this works. Cool. And there we go. Alright, so now trying to start working on trying to get the gauges in here. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the water temperature setting unit, and there's an oil pressure one right in there at the tip of my finger. There you go. That guy right there. So we're going to take those out, and I already routed the holes through the insulation so you can still route the capillary tube and whatnot's in there, so we're going to do that. See what we got. Long, short. So I'm going to use 24 mil. Okay, so for the oil pressure sensor there, there's a little plug that just goes on like a male end pin. I'm just gonna pull that right out. So this uses, what I'm using right now is like a 26 millimeter socket at this angle. Seems like the better solution. Okay, finally broke it loose enough. Unscrew it. There we go. Cool. Just throw it back in there. I'll find out what kind of fittings I need.